Hey, how's it going? It's Mike Rapin from TheTruthOfTheSide.org. Welcome to Video Comic Book Reviews, Episode 2. I've got a couple comic books to start with this week, so, let's just jump right into it. How's that sound? Anyways, Walking Dead, number 66. Kirkman book. Are you reading it? If not, you should be. Zombies, man. Issue 66. Part 5 of Fear the Hunters arc, Kirkman normally doesn't do a lot of like titles and stuff like that, like Marvel and DC style, but he did for this arc, and he actually did it in Invincible as well. And this was a very big arc. It was a lot of realization with a lot of characters, and I like that. The art was absolutely fantastic. Charlie Adler, oh my god, 2-page spreads. Page 2. 2-page spreads. I mean, come on. Does it get any better than that? If you're not reading this comic, I mean, you get badass stuff like that. If you're not reading this comic, you really should go out buy the trades and stuff like that. Catch up. I mean, 66 issues is a lot, but you do it for Why the Last Man? Right? Right? Something like that? No. This is a book that I guarantee you, if you like zombies, if you like very good writing and story, this is the comic book for you. It's just overall very good. And this last issue, oh, fantastic. I can't wait for 67. That's all I can say. Astounding Wolf-Man, number 19. We had 2 Kirkman books in 1 week. On time in '09. That's what I'm talking about. Astounding Wolf-Man, if you've been keeping up with this series, is just a lot of badassery, superhero stuff. The kind of stuff that if you love superheroes, you'll dig this series. A lot of drama that goes on, but a lot of badass things. Whoosh, I mean, sound effects. This issue especially, there was just straight up Mecha Maid and Wolfman just kicking people's asses. Best sound effect ever in this issue, Krazackle Pow. I mean, come on, you don't get any better than that. I really like this. We're leading up to the end of Wolfman, which is going to be at 25. So I like the direction that Kirkman's going with it. He's definitely coming in a roundabout way, and I can't wait to read the end of it. So good stuff. You should probably pick this up too. Pick up all Kirkman books. If it's got Kirkman on it, you should be buying it. That's all it comes down to. Unless it's Ultimate X-Men near the end. Can't recommend that stuff. But other than that, it's all really good. Uncanny X-Men 516. Magneto's back, baby. And Greg Land is drawing it. And it's absolutely fantastic. Oh, I love it. Yeah, this issue is pretty good. Magneto's back. He shows up. Asteroid M. If you don't know what's going on in Uncanny X-Men, you should find out, because this stuff is just badass. Like the art. It's naughty. It's naughty, I tell you. Really good issue. I mean, I like where they're going with this Nation X thing. They're definitely ending. They're trying to bring up the end of Messiah Complex and the chapters that were started way back when. With Endangered Species and then Messiah Complex and then this last one, which I don't remember what it's going to be called, but it's going to be really good stuff. I'm sure. The X books are overall pretty good. I'm not going to lie. Anyways, Incredible Hercules number 136. Fred Van Lente and Greg Pak. OMG, you guys know how to write a goddamn comic book, that's for sure. This comic is the last of an arc that's been going on with Hercules. If you don't know what's going on in Incredible Hercules, Amadeus Cho and Incredible Hercules were best friends, and they weren't because of some things. And so Hercules is on his own. He's trying to bang this hot, dark elf chick. And so he's pretending to be Thor. And if you can't tell, that's Thor trying to be, Hercules. If you can see at the bottom, Hercu-Thor and Thorcules. It's really funny stuff, and that's the one thing I appreciate about this comic, is that each month it's consistently funny, and it's not just comic book jokes, it's not just superhero jokes, it's not just nerd jokes, it's overall really good humor that's really thought out. So go Fred Van Lente and go Greg Pak, because I love this comic. This is probably my favorite Marvel comic by far, and this issue just confirms my belief in how good it is. So thank you. DMZ, non-superhero comic book. Whoa, he went out there. Anyways, DMZ, Demilitarized Zone is what it stands for. We're on issue 46, part 2 of 5 of Hearts and Minds is the arc that's going on. If you haven't been keeping up with this, you need to go back and buy it. You need to go back and read this comic book. It will change your life. It's very political. It's got a lot of message in it. It was very anti-Bush when it started, anti-George W. Bush. But I don't know if Brian Wood necessarily intended that. I think he was just anti the way that the government was, and so he wrote a comic book about it. And it's about what if the people of the United States decided to rebel against the U.S. government. And everything kind of pinpointed down to Manhattan. Like, I'm giving you the pre-op of what happened right before the first issue. Everything focused back down into Manhattan, and there, a bunch of people live in Manhattan, and so this big war is fought there, and Manhattan turns into, or Manhattan Island, I should say, turns into a giant demilitarized zone. And then issue 1 starts, and the story is about a reporter named Maddie Roth. OMG, you guys, I'm sorry to sound like some internet dork, but wow, this comic book is good. It's 46 issues, haven't read a bad issue yet. The end. Marvel's Project. This is issue 3 of 8. Ed Brubaker is writing this comic book. I don't know what to say about it. The issue's good. The story isn't bad. I mean, there's no, oh, this is awesome. There's no hook. I can't think of anything in this comic book that makes me come back each month and go, yeah, I can't wait for the next issue of this because it's going to be freaking awesome. All I know is it's just like a retelling of old Marvel stories, and the art's pretty good. Steve Epting, I enjoy his art. I love his stuff that he did in Captain America. It was very good. But other than that, like, there's just like small tidbits of hinting at different things, and like, in all honesty, I'm a new Marvel reader. I started reading, 2004. And I've only read comics that came out since 2000, so I like all this old stuff. It's kind of like over my head, and they do a pretty good job at like summarizing things. It's just like I don't know where they're going with it. I can't. There's no giant hook. It kind of reminds me of Secret Invasion, where it's like going to be like 5 issues of blandness and then kick-assery at the end. And I kind of don't. I wouldn't expect that from Ed Brubaker because he does a really good job at telling stories overall. I mean, Incognito, Criminal. Basically anything that he's written has been just great. So, I don't know, a little disappointing. Last issue today that I'm going to talk about, Deadpool number 900. Oh my god, there's so much freaking Deadpool. I never thought that I could be really that sick of Deadpool until I read this. And don't get me wrong, I still like Deadpool. I still buy Merc with a Mouth. I still buy the Deadpool series, but this is like 75 or 98 pages of freaking Deadpool. Probably more than 98 pages. It's funny, and I like it, but it's like, you can only take Deadpool in small doses once a month, or twice a month, if anything. And this is just, oh my god, there's just stories by Fred Van Lente, Jason Aaron, Dwayne Straczynski, Mike Benson, a couple other people whose names I didn't recognize. There's this one story at the end that's about, like, I'm sorry, spoilers or whatever, but it's about a mini Deadpool. And it goes on, and it's really dramatic, and Deadpool's not supposed to be dramatic. It's like, what the hell? I really was loathing reading the last part of this, but, like, there's one part of it that's drawn by Rob Liefeld, which, I have to say, I kind of enjoyed his art. Oh, yeah, Joe Kelly wrote that one. It was pretty good. I actually enjoyed Jason Aaron's story a lot, and I enjoyed Fred Van Lente's story probably the most. It's the funniest one in this. And so, like, if you're really hardcore into Deadpool, you might enjoy this issue, but other than that, you may throw up because there's so much Deadpool. I almost threw up. Like, seriously, it wasn't even funny. Okay, no, I didn't, but, like, a lot of Deadpool. Oh my god, there's so much freaking Deadpool! Marvel, what are you doing? I didn't even read Detective Comics Annual this week because, in all honesty, DC pisses me off, and I don't know what the frig is going on in sometimes. And the annual, I haven't even read it. I have it. I just don't know what the hell is going on. I tried. I literally tried. Got 4 pages in. And I was like, who the hell are these characters? How does it have anything to do with Batgirl? Because that's why I read Detective Comics. I was pissed. I also bought 28 Days Later number 3, but I haven't read it because I never got number 2. But anyways, that is video comic book reviews by Mike Rapin for destroytheside.org. Please come back. Please subscribe. Please check out Marcus's thing, Glove Studio, Comic Book Hangover. I really love it. There's going to be a link probably right down there later. So check it out. He does a fantastic job. Mine is a piece of crap. His is awesome. Go check him out. He does higher quality. It's not done on a MacBook. It's got better audio. It's got better everything. So, yeah, go check that out. Anyways, As I said, I'm Mike Rapin for destroytheside.org, and I guess I will see you next week.